Well, actually, I think I'm just recording. But, anywho, so, last we left
David.
Oh wait, do you not stream anymore?
uh, we've just been recording the whole game. I didn't get permission to stream from you guys, remember?
Oh,
Stream. Make us YouTube famous.
Alright, so, right, last we left off, we were settling in for the night. Jay, your character was doing some research because they cannot sleep, and I believe Hex was ambling up to Magpie, going, "Hey, do you want to play Uno?" Or some.
Magpie was like, I'm doing very serious tasks right now.
Fun is a very serious task, also.
I am going to say
Magpie
that
just like,
Seth and Skeeter, Seth and David, your characters are asleep right now, because that was established. All right,
Yes.
awesome.
Oh, shoot.
I'm
I
not
like to
gonna-
imagine that. I like to imagine that Caesar has like a little cap and has the little bubble while he's sleeping.
Hunk shoe.
Honk shoe. Me. All right. So what was Hex saying?
Hex asked Magpie if she wants to play Uno. And Magpie said, no, thank you.
Well, at the very least, you can, surf the web and perhaps even find some more research stuff.
I'm doing research. I don't think Uno is going to help with my research.
I'm just talking about, hey, you need, like, the internet or something.
Do I need the internet or something?
Do we have access to the internet?
We have a
Something like the
computer.
internet.
It's like BBS boards.
So there is a version of the internet. It's more like a series of interconnected subnets, just run
It's more like
throughout
a
the mall
complex
by
series of
the,
tubes.
Basically, the mall rats restored the internet, but it's only like basically the mall net. You can access a few data repositories, but admin hasn't digitized most of their stuff for security concerns, so it's not too great for anything beyond the most general stuff. As an admin, you have security clearance, so you can look up some stuff, but nothing like no state secrets or anything like that, obviously.
Would you mind reminding us what we were researching?
Last thing you researched was schematics on the garage, where you found out the admins approved an old version of the schematic, where they expanded the garage
Similar
into
names.
some pre-existing mall rat tunnels. Now, the question became, do you go along with the plan that you suppose you guessed Rusty, because since he's the admin, it seems like he's the one setting things up, where it seems like he orchestrated this entire situation to diffuse the conflict between the greasers and mall rats, while using the corner store coalition as a scapegoat to assert admin dominance over the area. Or if you wanted to take that information to the corner store coalition, both because it's incredibly shady what he did there, covering up an admin mistake, and also you would get paid if you took it to the corner store coalition.
Oh, right, yes. So I remember that Magpie was having a really bad conundrum on account of not wanting to fuck over admin, but also not wanting to let this guy get away with fucking over admin, or manipulating her at the very least.
Mm-hmm. And just doing a tally here, I believe let's do a tally of the players. Seth, do you remember what Caesar's stance on the matter was?
I'm fine with the eventually resolve it how is beneficial for admin. So so long as there's an interlude there where we screw over Rusty. Or, if not Rusty, the person who set this up.
Sounds good. What's Hex's stance?
Hex is, I think, I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly she's thinking. I think she definitely is thinking like, there's like definitely a way in between all this, right? Like we can probably definitely hold it over Edmund's head at least a little bit and say like, hey, the least you can do is admit the mistake, or we'll just sell this to the Cornerstone Coalition, right? So Hex is kind of like weighing like,
Play hardball, basically.
yeah.
What's Skeeter's stance on this, David?
Well, if I recall, Skeeter was initially against all of this, but I am. I think now the angle that I have is we're doing this for the sake of every truck driver everywhere and the freedom to drive whatever they want or something like that. So I guess Skeeter's on that. I think he also just has a personal. I'm more on the personally want to fuck up Rusty too for what he did to Junkzilla.
That's my boy.
That's my guy. All right. Just wanted to get that tally before this happens. Hex, you hear what sounds like someone dropping a coin into your case. The clink of metal. You feel a static snap, and all of your systems go down at once.
Uh-oh.
You are now basically conscious in a dark void where half of your systems are fried. Now you have some options for getting back online. You can do a full reboot, which will require no roll, but you'll be down for about 5 minutes, maybe 10. Or you could try and do a manual override, which will take a number of rolls, and you might damage yourself further. You might actually. Nothing here is permanently damaged. You're in stun mode right now. If you fuck up the reboot, doing it manually, you might damage some stuff. But you'll be up in a matter of rounds.
You also need to.
think she's what?
You also should probably turn some stuff off on startup if it takes you 10 minutes to reboot.
Listen, having an infinite size but still physical piece of hardware is going to take a little bit of time.
It is also a floppy disk.
It is still floppy disk in the end. You can magic so much as possible, but I think she's going to. I think she's just gonna see if she can push it. So since my stuff isn't necessarily hard, basically, can I put my hard dice into mind right now? Or would I have to wait around?
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to get your power system back online first, and then you'll have enough awareness to configure the body. Because right now it's basically just broken electronics. So give me a security systems roll first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Do we notice, like, I'm awake, do I notice anything happening?
So this is happening very fast in Hex's mind, since they're not moored by, like, human reaction speeds. Once we resolve how long this first boot is going to take, then we move on to what's happening in Meat Space.
Okay, that's 3 10s.
That's pretty good. All right, that gives about 30. Okay. So 5 minus 2. Okay, I know exactly how long this is going to take, but we're going to cut to Meat Space. You just, in the middle of your conversation with Hex Magpie, you see them, you just hear a static pop as they fall over. But before they hit the ground, you see them just stop and then get set down slowly as you see multicolored pigmented rust just shift as Rusty sets Hex down.
I'm gonna pull my gun out. I know it won't work.
All right. Do you pull the trigger?
No, I'm just gonna like aim it at him and be like, I'm gonna need a real good explanation as to what you're doing here right now.
Just talking. So, first things first, we don't have much time to
Is
talk.
Hex conscious?
Just a simple EMP. Just wanted to speak to you alone. You seem the most sympathetic from what I've gathered. But, long story short,
I don't
we don't
appreciate
have...
the.
What, the subterfuge? Yeah, I can imagine not.
And the bursting into my room in the middle of the night definitely doesn't help.
Oh, I've been here for hours. Your
Okay,
friend
you know
really
what I
should
mean.
have asked if I was in the room once he found out I was in range. But, hey,
You know what I mean. Don't be pedantic.
well, we are admin. Pedantry is kind of our bread and butter. What is also our bread and butter is paperwork. Namely, he hands you a business card. These are instructions for where to find me if you want to discuss terms later. We don't have much time here. The bounty hunters from earlier are on their way to come get you guys. Second,
Who's
the Brimstone subsidiary. They're actually named Soft Power. That's a little trick the Cornerstone Coalition's militias will pull. They have subgroups to make it harder to look them up. So they can say they're with Brimstone without actually lying, at the same time denying you information if you wanted to look them up later. Just, again, free tip. Also a free tip, that last encounter you had with them where you were willing to sacrifice your audit group, don't ever fucking do that again.
I wasn't actually gonna sacrifice
Don't
the
even
whole
say
group.
it. Don't even lie. Look, what is admin built on? What is the foundation of admin?
Cooperation.
And what is the foundation of cooperation?
I don't know. What's the word that you want me to say here? Seems like
Trust.
everything that happens is based off of what you want.
No, it
If
is
it's
not.
built on trust, then how come you love breaking people's trust? Going behind people's back, orchestrating things out of people's control. That's not trust.
It is exactly trust. If people find out we've caused a gang war because of incompetence, that shakes the public's trust in us. If people think we're willing to let an audit group, people who are not here willingly, who we have conscripted, we're willing to let them die for our ends, that shakes trust.
And if people find out that we're willing to fabricate a whole future and a whole smuggling operation,
Well, considering where we are, I'm willing to bet they say that's business as usual. Might actually be the lesser of the sins here.
she's just gonna like glare at him. She's not gonna say anything because like there's nothing that she can say. So she's just gonna fucking glare.
Oh. Anyway. Did you want help with the mercenaries? I could try the Samaritan Gambit if you were worried about them at all, or...
If all these folks wake up and see you in here, they're gonna be pissed as all hell.
Oh, Well, that's no problem. He snaps his fingers. You see the rust on his skin shift. The color shifting, and it's just... He shifts into Big Red Button.
No, this is worse. Don't you see how this is worse?
I'm just making a point.
So you were that one too, then?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. He snaps again. He turns into you.
Oh, well, I guess that's comforting.
Yeah, you are going to show up on some security feeds. I am sorry about that.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie. Don't lie to me. Not anymore.
Anyway, just to buy you some time, by the way, he takes out a gun, shoots Bucket in the head, and then disappears.
Oh,
I would imagine that wakes us up.
It does wake you guys up.
And also, I will add, it wakes everyone up, and Magpie is sitting there shaking, holding a gun.
Oh no.
what incarnation?
Alright, who'd you shoot? I'm like actively holding the coin, waiting to throw it.
I didn't. I didn't.
Magpie, you're holding a gun.
Oh, what the hell? There's blood bits everywhere.
Bucket falls over.
Did you shoot Bucket? Why did you shoot Bucket?
I didn't shoot Bucket.
I'm going to ask the coin. I'm aware of the answer that I'm going to get.
I didn't shoot Bucket.
So,
Okay.
Here's the thing. Key information. He was disguised as Magpie when he shot Bucket. The coin returns yes.
I didn't shoot Bucket. It was Rusty. He was here. He looked like me. He was here the whole time.
Rusty was here?
The
I'm
whole
going to-
time.
I'm going to ask if I'm being lied to.
Yes. The answer is yes.
That's like the most general question.
I should specify, I'm going to ask if Magpie is currently lying to me.
No.
Okay.
You hear some banging on the door. Go. We heard a gunshot. Is everything okay? You hear a familiar voice go, "Fuck it!" And Coulomb kicks open the door.
Oh my.
Am I awake?
Yes.
This is like illegal, right? Like they're not allowed to do this.
Yeah, Rusty had like a minute before Hex got up.
But this is like illegal, right? Because like it is nighttime and we're in a protected space, right?
It is super illegal.
I mean, like I'm not going to say it's illegal because like. That's
I mean,
not
they're
gonna
trying
happen
to
anything.
help.
No, the mercenaries are here to kill us.
No, they're here to
I'm gonna
take you
shout-
to the corner store coalition.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was the mercenaries. For some reason, I was thinking it was other people that were the clerks that were bursting in. Never mind.
No, yeah. They immediately have their guns out. Coulomb has the revolver. They have a sick robot arm now. They look down. They look at Magpie. They look at Bucket. They go, "All
It
right,
wasn't me.
we are not the shoot first kind of cops here." Watts looks over. We're also not cops. Shut up.
I'm going to point the gun at them.
Oh my god, bro.
I didn't shoot Bucket.
Okay, you do have a gun out. Look, Watts holds up his hands, lets his pistol rotate on his finger, going, "Look, I have med hypos. If they're still alive, can I come in?"
You can come in to use the med hypos, nothing else.
Coulomb can't.
Coulomb's immediately gonna go, "Well, that's bullshit." Watts goes, "Good call." Walks in, gives Bucket the hypo. They immediately jerk up and go, "Oh my god!" They reach into their mask, take out the bullet, and go, "Was I dead?" Yeah, question for later,
No.
and then they eat the bullet.
Perfect.
I didn't do it. I'm just.
So, why y'all breaking Noche Obscura?
Yeah,
well, I mean, we were gonna wait for you guys to come out, but
Mm-hmm.
Gunshot. We got worried.
Oh,
So you got
yeah,
worried.
they're very
So
worried.
you kicked down the doors because
okay. I mean,
no one asked for help. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, you could have been dead. We don't know.
Okay, I mean,
Isn't it also against Nocho Obscuro to shoot a man in the head?
I didn't shoot a man in the head.
Okay, then
Honestly,
who did?
it was already kind of breached. Gunshots going on in here. Like, that's... Like, it's already bad, right? Like, other guests are opening their doors.
Tell me
I'm
what
just,
the
like,
hell is
threatening them.
going on over here?
I'm gonna put the gun away now that I see other guests.
Anyway, get out of here.
Ventilating.
Coolum's gonna go, look, do you guys want us to stand up? We're not trying to detain you guys. We just Watts pulls out a business card going, you were just invited. There was a corner store rep who just wants to talk to you guys, that's all.
Okay, what does talking entail?
Like, talking. He wants to know what you're doing here. He wants to get your angle.
I'm gonna look over at the rest of the group. Are we down to talk? No, actually, wait. Before you answer that, if y'all just want to talk, then why'd you come out guns blazing last time? Or guns pointing?
That was actually a different contract. That was
I'm gonna ask the coin if that's true.
technically yes.
Okay.
It's a very narrow definition of truth, but yeah, legally. So in short,
I just need like a minute to catch my breath. There's a lot going on right now, and I feel like I'm back in Party City.
is your life's a
well,
joke, or Watts immediately throws a battery at, or sorry, Coulomb throws a battery at Watts' head when he says that.
I'm gonna throw my gun at his head.
He's like cowering. He's like, I'm sorry. It just seemed funny.
I'm gonna pick up like one of like the paperweights on the table and chuck it at his head.
It's rude to be funny next to an ex-clown.
Oh, sorry. Hex is up now. You rebooted as soon as Rusty bailed. It looks like he.
Hex.
I just
Somebody
wanted to make that
EMP'd me. I just want to let everyone know that I got EMP'd somehow.
Yeah,
Hi, was that you too?
yeah, that was me.
What the hell is going on with you?
Watts, Coulomb, could we have like just a hot second?
Watts looks up. Coulomb just shrugs her shoulders, yanks him out of the room, closes the door. The lock is smashed.
It's about the principle of the thing. I'm sure everyone and their goddamn mom is listening in with their fucking powers and shit that can do all the.
I'm gonna ask the coin if there's any powers listening to this room currently.
It lands on yes initially, and then it flips to no.
I don't know what that means.
Magpie starts
I haven't had
rolling
that
up
before.
papers and shoving them into her mouth.
Magpie, you okay there?
Chris.
I haven't seen you deal with stress before, but this doesn't seem like the way to do it.
Ooh.
Can someone please just answer my question?
What's your question, buddy?
I'm still trying to process. What the hell just happened? We have one party member fucking EMP'd on the floor, another one in hysterics now. I still have no idea what's going on.
So,
I just woke up.
so Magpie, who was in here?
She's gonna spit a bunch of rolled up paper into a wastebasket, and more paper comes out than she put in.
It's coming out multicolored.
Yeah, it starts coming out multicolored. Rusty,
Okay.
And, like, did you try to shoot him?
Yeah. How did
Is that what happened?
Bucket end up shot?
I wasn't gonna shoot him. I was just gonna throw my gun at him because I knew he wouldn't. My gun wouldn't work if I tried to fire it at him. Because he, turned Hex off, and also had been in here the entire time since we got here.
Huh, concerning.
Oh, wait.
Anyway, how'd Bucket end up shot?
Well, Rusty and I had a really tense conversation involving. I don't know if it was like blackmail-y or he made this whole big deal about trust and how if people think that I don't trust the rest of the audit group, I'm going to weaken admin, but then also like very blatantly lied to me over and over again. And
Sounds
talked
like
about how he
admin.
lied to everyone over and over again. And, shit, fuck. Fucking, I don't even know.
Hex is gonna look out the door, like peephole, and see if the guys are just listening in through the door.
You see Coulomb, like, in a fist fight with another guest. Watts is holding her back. It looks like that's taking most of the interest right now.
So, that hasn't answered the question of how Bucket ended up shot.
We had this whole big conversation, and then he said, the mercenaries are right outside. I'm going to buy you some time, and shot Bucket in the fucking head.
Seems like he did the opposite of buying his time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard about this for a while now, so.
I'm going to ask if everything Magpie just told me is true.
10. Is it
I'm
going
trying to
by
think if Magpie's
intent or
will-
factual information?
I would imagine with this question, I would be going by intent.
Then yes.
Is Magpie purposely lying?
Then it is all true. Sorry. Did you ask if they were telling the truth or if they were lying? Sorry.
I asked if they were telling the truth.
Then yes, they are telling the truth.
Because when someone tells the truth, I imagine that would be sharing information to the best of their ability correctly.
Correct.
Magpie could lie and also still tell the truth.
Yes, I'm aware of how to get around truth powers, but that didn't sound like it had any of it. There's like a specific way of speaking that's very obvious.
I don't.
So, what we do have is confirmation that Rusty broke Noche Obscura, which is a no-no. Actually, how bad is that?
No, we can't press him on that. He can look like any of us, and he's been appearing at least as me on various security cam footages. So if we dig into that, it'll just end up with me behind bars, not him.
Well, I have confirmation of truth. You could probably send a Magpie back to get confirmation.
What happens if I look back at the event with my Magpie?
You definitely see yourself shooting Bucket.
Yeah, but it would also be...
You do also see the Rust illusion power, though.
And so I do see Bucket. I see Rusty turn into me and then shoot Bucket. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm even more confused about what I think is the right option to do right now than I was earlier.
Well, I don't think there's much harm in talking to Corner Store as long as we don't say much. Just want to hear what they got to say.
You hear a knock on the door. It's Watts going, "Hey guys, we did talk it over. We decided we actually did owe you the truth. We did intend to kidnap you. That was true. It wasn't going to be bad though. We just
How is it not gonna be bad? It's kidnapping.
look.
I guess.
Look, it would have been fine.
Who is closest to the door right now?
I think I'm still looking at the door.
Still looking through the
Hex,
peephole.
open the door.
I open the door.
I pick up the wastebasket and hurl it at Watts.
He tries to duck, but he's
I'm gonna
too
roll
slow.
an attack on this.
All right,
I'm
roll
rolling an
athletics.
attack on this. Athletics, not ranged weapon.
It would be athletics, so you're chucking something like full body.
I feel like ranged weapon would be fair here.
Unless you got ranged weapon
Imagining it's
wastebasket, let me be fair.
It's like a small, piddly little wastebasket.
What about athletics with the body or with the coordination stat?
If that's better for you, sure.
Yeah, it's one dice better.
The align stat is a suggestion, in my opinion.
I got 2 5s.
He's dead.
You chuck.
The last-
He
the
puts
last
up an
point of
arm to
shock
block and
damage.
goes, ah! It was Watts' idea. It was Coolum's idea. I was the one who decided
Yeah.
to tell you the truth.
Yeah, but if I throw something at her, it won't hit her.
She nods and goes, she's got a point.
I gotta shoot her instead. And point my gun.
I could
Hey,
build that
which obscure has been broken enough tonight? Can we, not break it more?
Coolum gets in the quick draw position, goes, no, let me have this.
No. I'd rather not.
Oh, come on.
Listen,
Does it break?
We're going to have to make another audit group to audit this audit group if we go through with this. Do you really want that?
Does it break Noche Obscura to shoot an inanimate object?
If you're in like a strict no fighting zone, yeah, but you could just take it outside.
Just open the window and shoot out the window?
You couldn't be inside shooting out the window, but if you got onto the window ledge, it would be weirdly okay.
No, I'm not gonna.
does that mean you're gonna be trying to get us there regardless? As in, you're just gonna follow us around and pester us till we go to the Porter Coalition?
Yeah, probably. Look, we'll be honest. The gunshot really threw us off. We're gonna be completely honest with you.
Can we at least meet the guy here?
There's
we
20
have
more
to-
gunshots, so don't follow us.
He's kind of a. He has to be in his office. It's kind of a thing.
All right.
be in his office.
Can you
huh?
honestly tell me what happens to us if we go to this meeting? And don't lie to me.
You just, as far as we're aware, there's no ill intent. We just have to. Because he's a relatively hot, notorious individual. He's a pretty important person. We just have to get you there without you guys knowing the way, so you can't sell us info. And you walk in, you have a business meeting, you walk out maybe 30 minutes later.
I'm going to ask if what they have told me is true.
It is true. To the best of their knowledge, it is true.
Okay.
We were just gonna... Watts holds up his hands. I was just gonna sneak in, open a portal beneath you guys. I have one set at the drop-off location. You guys were just supposed to wake up there, and we were gonna have, a crew, just ready, to defuse the situation, make it peaceful, make it amicable. We were thinking maybe breakfast in bed.
I'm going to ask the coin if he actually means breakfast in bed.
Yes.
I just want you to know that if you had done that, I would have just started gunning people down. I would have been so fucking mad.
Didn't you get so trigger happy?
I'm so pissed off right now.
Wait, I kind of like the sound of breakfast in bed.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm interested in this meeting.
Wait. First, Caesar, ask if breakfast in bed is a person.
I'm going to ask that. That's an interesting question.
No, breakfast in bed is not a person.
It's not. Good call, though.
Good call. David, sounds like you were saying something?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm still worried that breakfast in bed is like a procedure of some sort and not necessarily some nice
are you
food
saying
inside
that
of bed.
in character?
Yes.
Watts is gonna go, no, I was just gonna make eggs!
Wait,
I'm going to ask. So I'm going to ask a very important question. I'm going to ask the coin if Watts is good at making eggs.
That's a subjective thing, but I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. There's a subjectivity to it, but there's also people who just don't know how to make eggs.
Yeah. Cullen's gonna like cross drums, go, I was gonna do French toast. I think that's better. I think that's more a classical breakfast in bed staple.
Alright, you know what we're going to do? And I'm going to run this by my teammates as I'm saying it so they have veto power here. My suggestion is that we go with you on the terms that y'all have a cook-off when we arrive and we decide which of you makes the better breakfast.
No, I'm sorry. We're not doing silly breakfast shit.
Why not?
Caesar, jokes with
Magpie?
me, please.
Magpie, look me in the eye. We have had chanting meat for the past 3 days and basically nothing else.
I just don't want more fucking games and shenanigans.
We're gonna end up with more games and shenanigans. We are gonna go to some rando's fucking office.
I do think before I go anywhere,
Random awesome. Go well fed.
Before we go anywhere, who the fuck are we even talking to?
Oh, Norman Mann.
I'm gonna ask if that's the person's name.
Magpie just looks so fucking tired.
The coin does reply, yes, that is the person's name.
Horrifying.
Who the fuck is Norman Mann?
He is the acting head of the Corner Store Coalition. Son of Hugh Man.
Wow.
Magpie just starts screaming. She screams for a good 20 seconds.
I don't, like, they look genuinely confused, like, what? What's wrong?
Sometimes she has to deal with trauma from college. It's a thing.
Look, I know he's like the acting head, but he's actually just, that doesn't mean a ton for the Corner Store Coalition. Like, he's just a normal guy.
Clearly.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
might
more
say.
a glorified secretary than anything else.
Anyway,
Like, they seem fully on the line that, like, oh, they must be freaking out because authority. The name does not register to them.
How mad would admin be if I went and talked to Corner Store Coalition?
It's entirely in your purview as an audit group. Like, they wouldn't be mad.
look, my thinking is, if we don't go, these two are going to be pestering us. Now, I like these two, weirdly, so if we ended up killing them, they'd send people we probably didn't like to pester us, and I'd rather not kill them.
I don't want to kill them.
So, like, just gonna, like, nod my head forward, like, we should probably just go and get them
I
off our
will
tail.
go with them. I'm fine with the conversation. I don't want to kill anyone right now. I'm tired of games and jokes and bits. And
Don't forget goofs.
I'm fucking tired of goofs.
What about japes? You good with japes?
I'm just gonna glare at Caesar. Okay. Fucking throw us through the hole or whatever.
Watts is going to clap his hands and go, all right, awesome. He's going to slap a wall. A dark portal is going to open up and go, I will be completely honest with you. This has been like the first time in weeks one of my ideas has worked out well. I'm so fucking happy right now.
Wait,
I'm gonna throw something at him.
I I'm gonna, as I'm walking through the portal, I'm gonna make eye contact with both of them and just point, you owe me French toast and you owe me eggs, and then walk through the portal.
Watts just reaches into a dark portal, just pulls out a carton of eggs and smiles.
Ominous.
All right. So as you guys walk through the portal, it's like you step into a dark world version of the alcove. You see the road rises from the void to meet your feet, falls away behind you, crumbles, and then all of a sudden you're in an area of blinding light that narrows down to what looks to be an office building. Now, before you react, let me just finish this description. All light has been choked out by vines climbing up the walls, breaking through the concrete. Ivy that seems about as much meat as it is plant encircling the windows, choking out the vision of the outside. A dankness settling into the air. All in all, a normal office building. Seems completely fine.
So I'm bored until the meat plants.
No, those are just around. I've seen them before.
If you would like
Similar.
to, if you would like to believe it is not normal, I would need a stability check.
I see.
I'll bite. Fuck it, I'll bite.
All right.
Oh, 1 second, let me get my dice out.
Can you pass a stability check?
Oh, yeah, dude. For sure.
I got 2 A's.
Okay. We'll hold on to that.
Maybe
There are degrees of
for that for a little bit. I neglected to get my dice out.
I got a pair of 5s.
Okay.
I assume when you said stability check, we're all just rolling.
Yes.
Oh.
We're all just rolling.
What did you
I was
get?
I was just gonna accept it as normal.
Fair.
I don't think anything is normal. It's a problem.
Okay.
So the messed up thing is, like, Seth was like, yeah, okay, that kind of sounds like something that would be in Hero Squad.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I got a pair of 8s.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Anyone who rolled a width of 4 or lower, so less than 4 matches, your vision flickers a little bit, the room gets a little bit brighter, the vines recede a little bit, window panes rebuild. It just looks more like a normal office building to you guys now. Anyone who chose to not question what they were seeing, it stays exactly the same. And no one got a width above 6, so we're not going to cover that corner case.
Huh?
Well, that place is
What above 6?
Ahead of you guys, you see the placard for Temporary Office of Norman Mann.
Hmm.
Do you guys enter the room?
Before going in, I'm going to ask if this person has mind reading abilities.
How do you consider mind reading to work?
Something that could basically read permissions of my thoughts.
So, would you count someone who is just really good at reading expressions count?
No, I'm talking about like a miracle, like.
Then no.
Okay. Because, like, having 10 hard dice and empathy, for example, wouldn't be like mind reading.
Okay. Excellent, then. That coin comes up no. Does anyone have any other rolls they want to make before entering this office?
Hex, is going to boost her mind.
All right. Yeah, your mind is boosted. Your monitor grows 2 sizes.
I am going to create a magpie on my left shoulder that sees 5 seconds into the future, and a magpie on my right shoulder that sees 5 seconds. Let's make it 30 seconds into the past and 30 seconds into the future.
All right. Do they have orders
So
to
they are constantly-
return and give you the info should they notice anything untoward?
Oh no, they're staying on my shoulders, so they're giving me constant information.
Oh, okay. I see. Right. All right. So who opens the door?
I'm not. Okay.
You said
I'll let Hex do it.
All right. As Hex touches the
Yeah.
door, it crumbles in your hands, which is a completely normal thing to have happen. You know, when you're moving into a place, you know, they're setting stuff up. Some things are bound to fall through the cracks. It crumbles away, just consumed by mold. And you see a desk with a skeleton dressed in like business formal, like a suit, a tie around its neck. It's not actually a skeleton, but it is like a desiccated corpse with vines and roots growing out of it, or growing into it, perhaps. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Also completely normal.
Yes, you know, he's just asleep on his desk. You know, he's been working long hours.
I've seen worse at admin.
The branches move and the corpse snaps to life. And sorry, I said corpse. Norman Man. You know, the completely normal man. Goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's been a day. I didn't mean to let you catch me like that. Please, have a seat." You see stumps just grow out of the ground.
I'll have a seat.
Excellent.
I will not.
Hey, standing's perfectly okay. Now, can I get you guys anything to drink? I have hot chocolate.
You
I
don't
have
lie down.
Gatorade. I have Icker. I have Powerade. I have water.
So did you say Icker?
No, Powerade. Trust me. I completely understand the mix-up, but you know, some people like it.
If I asked for Icker, could I get some Icker?
Well, I guess I could find some. Yeah.
I'm good on the drink.
I'm not going to drink it, but I am going to ask for Icker.
Excellent. You see a branch curl around a refrigerator that's like 3 feet in the air, plowed through the wall, and it just rips the metal off the hinges, just cleaves through it in half a second, chucks the refrigerator wall into a nearby stone pillar, burying it 3 feet deep, goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We're just moving into this place. A lot of the stuff is pretty run down.
That's okay. It's a
Yeah.
lot to know.
So Magpie's handed a cup of what looks like motor oil that is like slowly creeping up the side of the glass. Did anyone
I'm
else
not
want
gonna
anything
drink it.
else? The corpse isn't like walking; it's being lifted up and like dragged around like a marionette.
And that's normal, right?
Oh, completely. You know,
Yeah, it is.
sometimes people need mobility assistance. That's not unusual. The mall is great because it accommodates all kinds.
Anyway, what do you want to talk to us about?
See, that's just the thing. Now, there's an unknown corner store agent running around, and from what I gather, there's been some unprecedented economic activity taking place here. Now, sorry, I came here just to make sure things were above board. You know, I take the safety and adherence to regulation of my people very seriously. You know, we got into this to look out for each other, the corner store union, of course. But from what I can tell, this is a rogue agent. I can't find any records on him. And as far as I'm aware, this isn't necessarily a sanctioned. There's polychrome circulating the market that whenever I try and check its sanctions, I'm just given the runaround at admin. When I did some checking, I had put out some feelers. It sounds like you guys are the audit group to investigate that. Am I wrong?
You're correct.
Great.
You might be wrong in other places, though. I'm not going to just give you a free pass on that.
No, absolutely not. Trust me, I understand the market for information. If you would name your price for information, I am happy to negotiate. Please, this is not intended to be pressure. This is just an introduction, a friendly negotiation, nothing more. If there's anything I could provide you, by all means, please ask. I'm here to facilitate.
Well, it'd be nice to have kind of look at the crew. So you're just trying to figure out a little bit more about this polycrud situation, right?
And stop it if it's dangerous or unauthorized. I cannot
yeah,
he's doing something illegal.
Yeah, for the most part, it's unauthorized, I'd say.
Okay. Do you have any suspects?
What do you want to get out of it?
Well, if we were doing something illegal and hazardous to this fine town, this is a town sympathetic to our cause. These are union men. I never would want to endanger them on purpose. And quite frankly, if one of our people did step outside the norm, well, that's a bad look for us, isn't it? Do you get where I'm going?
I get where you're going, but I'm not sure that it's good or right for us to share information pertaining to an ongoing investigation. I will say the information should be public access after the investigation is closed, and you can feel free to peruse it then.
Okay.
And also, please, don't imagine that admin would be, so, I guess, not ungrateful, more of, what's the word? Not necessarily. It's not like you wanted to find out eventually from admin, right? And it's not exactly like if your people would.
It's less.
If your
curious.
people.
Sorry, go on. You first.
If your people, ended up doing something, they would get what was coming to them, right?
Well, of course. I have absolute faith in admin. It's more a matter of I believe these things are best handled in-house. I believe union should see to union matters, right? It's all about making sure this is resolved well, resolved properly. If you have questions, please. I am not trying to speak in riddles. I am trying to be as forward as possible. If you have any questions, concerns, please. You will find me very approachable.
Do I find him very approachable?
He seems completely normal, just a normal, earnest, business guy.
I feel like Magpie, since she's goth, doesn't actually find normal business people approachable.
Fair enough.
Especially since also in admin, all of her coworkers in admin are just fucking insane nonstop.
Okay, so you've labeled your admin coworkers as insane, and your clown people as insane. So, what would you define as the ideal shape of normal to you? Like, what is the platonic ideal of normal person to you?
I think she defines herself as not normal, so her idea of because she's goth, so her idea of normal is like an archetypal, like, preppy person at, she's probably never met an actual prep because the city's all goth.
Okay.
But she, I don't know, read a magazine about it once.
So what you see, your vision begins to blur a little bit. You can resist this with a stability check, but it will be very difficult. You can also resist it by spending a base will.
I don't have good stability. I'm gonna just let it happen.
All right, your vision blurs, and you see a mid-30s man in like a suit, like jacket, white button-up, a bit of a goofy tie. That's how you gotta express personality where you can. Sitting on the front of his desk like a relatable youth pastor.
A normal man stared at me. I stuck my middle finger up at him. She just sort of scowls.
Even in the preppy thing, he still kind of looks kind of like schlubby and kind of just run down. Like he's very fucking tired looking. A similar transition would take place for all of you guys, even you, Hex, even though you don't have like a physical mind. Like just whatever you guys would picture as a normal businessman. Like what would Skeeter picture here?
I honestly don't have a good prepared answer for you for this question. I'm not gonna lie. Caesar, what do you look like?
Caesar is he's got like a denim jacket, jeans, like work boot or cowboy boots, and like gray shirt under the jacket, and a cowboy hat.
All right, well then, I guess that is a little bit too country. I don't know. Fuck it. I haven't met a lot of admin people before, so I think it looks like newspaper. What's her name?
Newsflash.
Newsflash. Yeah, I dress the same way as Newsflash. I just think like people.
All right,
okay.
You're in Newsflash's office exactly. This guy looks like he looks like Newsflash. In fact, Skeeter, you perceive him as like Newsflash's long lost sister. There's no bulletin board though.
Good to know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, thank you for reaching out to us, and thank you for worrying about your own people. But admin is as admin does, and we gotta keep it admin, right? To kind of look at everyone.
Yeah, I mean, our job is to work with our audit group and do our jobs.
He hears you say job for the third time in a row and go, "Oh, the information broker. Okay, I see what you're getting at. How's 4 credits each sound for a brokerage fee?" Now,
how much is 4 credits in US dollars?
I should. How much is a Bitcoin? Multiply that by 4.
No. Stop basing stuff off Bitcoins. That's gone really badly for you in the past, Sam. You should have learned your lesson from this one. Do I need to get the picture?
So it's just a knee-jerk thing. In actuality, it's about 1,000 script. You're lucky to make like 30 script a day, like a week. Let me just.
Yeah.
So
would I be in trouble with admin if I accepted this money?
Uh,
Guess depends on what I say, right?
it would be about $35,000 would be how much this bribe is, and that's for each of you. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, in the back of your head, no matter what happens, this transaction will be viewed as completely normal. Nothing notable. There is nothing notable about this transaction. And you know that if anyone else were to look at it, they would feel the same way.
What I'm seeing is a victimless crime right here.
Yeah, it's kind of a victimless crime.
I think it's kind of a
crime.
win for us. I think
Normal transaction.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of.
Kind of a normal transaction.
Now, Sam, do I get any sort of resistance against this effect on account of the fact that I am a goth and therefore I hate the idea of being normal?
Depends. How much do you hate $35,000?
Yeah, that's fair. That could buy a lot of really big boots.
Capital will consume everything.
He will be expecting information in exchange for this, though.
What kind of information do you need from us? I mean, before I
Just
accept everything,
list of suspects, anyone that I should give a talking to. If you could tell me, like, where the primary harvesting is taking place, just so we could maybe set up some structural supports, just in case. Just anything that you deem, like, notable.
I thought you weren't really in charge. Isn't that's what the other two said, that you weren't really in charge of sort of legislating or all of that you were sort of just here?
Well, you don't have to be in charge. What I do is I keep things running, right? What I do is when things are amiss, when, things get a bit out of line, you need to send someone in to straighten it out. Like an audit group, except it's just me. It's just me. I come in.
Sounds busy.
Incredibly so. I just...
Maybe you should...
I do not supersede the local unions. I work for them, really, as a general secretary should. I just come in, pay the people who need to be paid, get the information where it needs to go, and let things resolve themselves, really. With a light touch, of course.
Maybe you should try hiring some audit groups instead of doing it all on yourself.
I've actually tried that in the past. Audit has not been amicable towards the idea. But if that idea maybe came from an audit group themselves, after a positive outcome, I might be able to bring you on the payroll.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that you got plenty of people that could do an audit for you in your coalition.
Again, I'm not in charge. It's not really my place to ask them to do that.
I don't know, maybe. You got the money. You're offering us 4 credits each, you definitely got the money.
That is fair.
And I mean, looking like you do, I'm sure that, people are sort of going to expect that you, expect that you're going to give them orders or something.
I'll have suggestions, an actionable list of items. But again, I'm just providing that light touch they need to set things straight. I'm not telling anyone to do anything. Be a bit presumptuous, wouldn't it?
So we could just walk right out here and...
Well, could you, Hex kind of does the awkward scratches her own head motion, even though she doesn't really have itchiness. Can we get back to you about this? I mean, wouldn't you want to have this in a lot better, formal report of some sort, or...
I did hear some finalization. There is a process to close the case, in effect, so I would need it before that goes through. A court case would make this a great deal more complicated.
Well, we're not planning on letting that finalization go through.
Well, you have maybe 12 hours, so I would Double.
That's all right.
Can you do anything to stop it?
It's usually bad business to interfere with
Yeah.
admin business directly like that.
So
Again, light touch.
then it doesn't seem like you have what we want.
Well, perhaps you should be a bit
Well.
clearer about what you want.
I think I think we'll get back to you. Mostly because we also want to make sure we have our own story straight before we actually, accidentally expose the wrong person or something, right?
By all
Like,
means, please
as much-
do. But if I'm sending you away with something to work on, give me something to mull over. What is it exactly you want?
I think we all want different things.
That's actionable.
Well, I've got a thought.
By all means,
If
please.
you're looking for something to mull over, and you think union business should be kept within the union, if we're going to get back to you, I wouldn't mind if you got back to us with a little bit more information about the, I don't know if you know names, but the brisket fellow that purchased all the, what are they, ice cream trucks.
I can give you that information right now. Brisket is not their real name.
Of course it is.
Yeah, we figured.
I would need more information about them, their behavior. I would essentially need the information I was asking you for earlier to follow up on anything. Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, the
I'm happy
only
to
real
assist, by all means.
the only real thing we have on him is that we can't arrest him on our end because of a deal we had to make.
Do you have a copy of that legal document? I work pretty closely with all of our legal departments. I might be able to recognize the verbiage.
Actually, do we have a copy of that legal document?
Yeah, we sure do. We have
I'm
a
asking out of
computer.
game.
We have a computer.
Hex saw it. They are able to print it.
Okay.
All right.
We have two separate powers that can directly pull things out of the past.
Fair. Although you would kind of have to go there.
theoretically just say, is the first letter an A? Is the first letter a B? Is the first letter a C?
That would take a long time.
Put you in the time dilation chamber.
So
it's fine.
it prints out, and
Or sorry, are we good handing that document over?
It seems perfectly normal to hand it over.
Okay.
I don't think it should be an issue.
I mean, we have other copies of it. It's not like we're giving him the only copy we have.
Give them.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, we can, like it's not like we don't have it anymore, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. So he takes the freshly printed printout, and that's when something snaps for all of you guys, because you realize it's not a clumsy marionette taking it anymore. It's a normal gloved hand just taking it as you guys are all sitting in a completely normal, well-lit office. You're sitting in... the ones of you that chose to sit down are in some normal folding chairs. They didn't have time to roll up the normal swivel chairs.
Were you different earlier?
Oh, no, I've always just been me.
No.
He opens up a filing cabinet that's clean, pristine, no signs of plant life anywhere. There's electricity. There's just a mini fridge with a door fallen off normally. He's rifling through the files going, all right, I think I can follow up on this. It's pretty generic, but it's better than nothing. I do appreciate it. He pats his jacket, goes, I'm short on business cards at the moment, but my secretary outside, I'm sure you walked past her. She'll be able to provide you contact information.
Was she a meat plant?
What?
Was your secretary a plant made out of meat?
You know, I forget how strange these days are, but no, her name's Gladys. She's very good at her job. She's nice. You'll like her.
These days feel pretty normal to me.
Fair enough. We all have different standards.
You know? Typical business.
But, Yes, anything else I can help you with while you're on your way out?
Don't think so.
All right. Well, then it's been a pleasure meeting you. Do stay in touch, okay?
Sure, we'll talk again soon.
All right. As you guys step out, it's a Disney. It's a decently busy like front office situation. You see two people in cubicles. One lady behind a desk that looks recently painted. She's got like the big tortoise shell glasses. She looks up, goes, "Yep, what's up?"
As soon as they walk out, before like they go over to the secretary, Magpie's just gonna look at everyone else and do a gagging motion.
Does Hex remember this? Because she currently has 5 hard dice brains.
So,
right? So she would at least remember.
It was dark and covered in plants and shattered when you came in. But it's completely normal for things to change. They are moving in, things move fast.
Okay, alright.
Magpie's like, that guy was definitely like a prep. Ugh. What a cop. And I know I'm a cop, but like, what a cop.
Gladys already has the paperwork ready for you guys on a clipboard. She goes, "Have a wonderful day, sweeties."
Have a lovely day, ma'am.
Hi. Wait, what's the paperwork say?
It's just contact information for Norman Man in case you need to get in touch with him again. Plus, like a report form for any information you'd want to hand over. Now, again, you do not receive payment until he has his information, but he is willing to expedite anything.
So, and also, if Hex looks over her like surveillance footage, it would look still normal, right?
It looks normal in that it's overgrown with plants and horrifically destroyed and decayed, and then it's just a normal office building. Normal.
If I have my
Seems normal to me.
I have my magpies out, like, so I was seeing like the change like on both sides of it, right?
Oh, if you're looking at it through a magpie, then you see all versions at once.
Okay.
Scary.
Completely
There's a lot of
understandable.
Well, because I have 130 seconds in the future on one shoulder and 130 seconds in the past on the other shoulder.
Yep, you are seeing all versions at once. It's a bit disorienting, but that's how normal office buildings are these days.
This is a busy office building.
Early vision.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, you would think that if they were so busy, they'd be able to get all their shit together faster, right?
I don't really know much about normal. I mean, it's kind of
Seems
just
like
a
they
sitting
just
on a
moved
washing
in.
machine.
Hex gives Magpie the side eye.
Normal's just a sitting on the dryer.
You hear Watts chime in. "Oh, cool. You got any more like taglines you stole from Hot Topic, or?"
I fucking throw something at him.
He fucking yelps and flinches. Cullum and Watts are like, "Yeah, we do have to portal you guys back out. You aren't allowed to know where this place is."
Well,
Can I take a guess?
Can you take a what?
Can I take a guess? Can I guess where we are?
Yeah, make a very, very difficult navigation check.
Where's the navigation under? Is it Mind?
It's under mine.
it's under mind.
Yeah, shit. I could actually do very well at that. So I have 5 10s, and that's it.
Okay. So based on barometric pressure, you don't get a solid GPS reading, but you do manage to ping the monkey body you left back at the hotel. You only have 2 points, but using the difference in altitude between the area of the hotel you guys were at and where you are now, you're able to form a triangle. And from there, you get like 3 points. You're able to construct 3 spheres that overlay about 4 separate points you could be. You could either be right on the edge of the carnival, where the the scary clowns and the lurkers are. You could be right next to Pillar 1, or actually just 3. Or you could be in the bombed out ruins near the alcove that got kind of messed up during the Crimson Wave.
Well, 3 great places to investigate.
That seems.
Sam? Well, first off, does Hex share this with us?
Hex is not yet saying that out loud. No. Not right now, at least.
I still had a question based off of what Watt said. Did we ever establish if there's a time limit on how far back my magpies can see?
No, I don't think we did.
Cool. How long ago was, say, the Crimson Conflict?
No more than 6 months. To
I would like to create a magpie. I'd like to create a magpie dated to the beginning of the Crimson Conflict for this room.
You see a.
Isn't that a little on the nose? Because didn't Hex not share that?
No, I was going to ask that anyways because that was the last time date. Because I wanted to investigate when he said where we are, but that was the last big event that shook up this section of the mall that I remember. Unless there's another one more recently.
So you see what appear to be assassin droids, bipedal robots with these rail guns, just draped in religious texts and vestments, lining up shots on what appears to be a Titan made of dead bodies, tearing its way through a urban center downtown. There's wounded everywhere. There's no real big players. It's just people fighting for their lives.
Cool. I say nothing and drink to forget.
All right.
I'll just say, so that's your boss. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot how mercenaries work. Sorry.
It's okay. He is technically our boss at the moment. Because
he sucks.
Coulomb goes, I know, right? Watts goes, I thought he was kind of true.
He sucks.
He's right there. Don't be rude.
What's he gonna do about it?
Norman Man totally heard that, and he's looking really sad right now.
You can see him through the office window glass.
He takes off his funny tie and ashamedly hides it in his top drawer.
Oh my god.
Now, Sam, I know he's not a clown, but can I make the case for getting willpower for saying fuck clowns? Because he's not a capital C clown, but he is a lowercase c clown.
Just this once, gain the will. All right.
Specifically because his name is a pun.
Fair enough. All right. That being said, Watts has made scrambled eggs, and Coulomb did make some French toast for Caesar.
Lovely, lovely.
Now, it was made on a hot plate, so it's not the best, but...
I will definitely try to share with everyone. How are they?
It's pretty decent. The eggs are better. Watts was not fucking joking when he said he was good at eggs. The French toast could be better. It looks like she tried to add some spices that maybe weren't the best idea.
Coulomb, this is really interesting French toast.
So I'm gonna look at both of them. All right. So did you want to make this a contest? Because I got my judgments, but if you don't want them, I'll keep them to myself.
Watts is going, it doesn't have to be. Coulomb slaps her hand down. Tell me I'm better.
I need you to say the words you want it to be a contest.
I want it to be a contest.
Okay, so the eggs were pretty much cooked to. The eggs were pretty much cooked to perfection, and a good amount of salt and pepper on them. Just like overall real good. The French toast, now you cooked it really well. You used some seasonings that weren't traditional on French toast, and I don't think they worked as well as sticking to the originals could have. I saw the vision you had, but I think that vision could use a little bit of time on the drawing board.
Okay, so Colin is nodding thoughtfully. You know, her fingers are arched under her nose, going, mm-hmm. Okay, you're obviously biased and your opinion is trash. Let's ask the admin.
Magpie eats both. Which one tastes better?
Do you like savory tastes or sweet tastes?
I feel like Magpie would like sweet taste.
Then probably the French toast.
And also, she sort of has beef with Watts for basically no reason.
So, of the ones...
I like the French toast. It's interesting.
Colin goes, see? I'm the fucking greatest, Watts. You're trash. Watts goes, okay, bitch. It's tied. And she goes, no, the fucking guy didn't They turn to Skeeter. Hey, Skeeter.
Yeah.
Hey, Greaser. You want eggs or French toast?
Do I want?
Yeah,
I want both.
Both?
Both. Hit me with both.
Hell yeah. Alright, you get a serving of scrambled eggs and a slice of French toast with syrup.
Uh-huh.
Now, what do you think Skeeter normally eats in his day-to-day? Because I've heard you say, I believe, that it's just Natty Light and beef jerky.
And motor oil.
Jerky, maybe some motor oil to wash it all down.
Is Skeeter equipped to handle sweets?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, is I really think at this point, Skeeter doesn't really care how food tastes. It's all just sort of functional, you know what I mean?
It's all nutrients.
Yeah, you drink enough natty, you eat enough beef jerky. I feel like he's kind of at this point fried his taste buds to where food is food, and he's just concerned about getting as much of it as possible.
All right, you guys see Skeeter shovel down an inhuman amount of food. He finishes off all leftovers, and Coolin wants to go, okay, which was better?
Yeah, it was alright. I don't know. It's nothing like a home cooked meal from back my cousins, but you know.
This was a home cooked meal.
Okay, but like, was it the eggs or the right choice?
I don't know. I kind of ate it all together in a hash.
You see Watts like slowly, or you see Watts go, all right, see, I told you. You see Coolum just clenching her fist slowly, going, I will give you 5 script if you tell me I won.
Oh, she won.
You get 5 script.
Beef or whatever you made.
Watts is just shaking his head in disgust, like, I can't fucking believe you sometimes.
I'm just gonna go and pat him on the back.
I'm against japes and games and so on, but I think I am gonna hold out a fist for a fist bump with Coolum.
She fucking slams your fist with her normal arm.
So I take damage.
Take 1 shock to your right arm.
Ow!
You just hear Coolum go, I don't know if that came
I think it wasn't my left arm, because then I would have been full of
It is
shock.
very good.
Okay. Jesus Christ, Leo. That's a good meme. Alright,
Can Hex create a robo-tongue?
If she wanted to, but she doesn't.
There's no leftovers.
Skeeter did a flip-top trash can, just shoveled it all in, closed it out.
Flip top trash can.
Watts is still shaking his head in disgust as he opens up the portal. Goes, okay, just get in.
Alright, if you're gonna try and kidnap us again, just talk to us first. It'll probably go a lot better. We're reasonable people. I'm gonna step through the portal.
I might not throw as many things at your head.
I'd really appreciate it. It doesn't hurt
Might.
that most of the time, but it does hurt my feelings.
Might.
Okay.
Don't get too uppity.
Stay in my fucking lane. Got it. Alright, you guys are back in your
What?
hotel room. Day is breaking. 8 hours remain on this case.
Did Watts and did they go through the portal with us, or just
No, they closed it behind you. They gave you a short wave.
okay? Okay. Well, so
I feel like we learned nothing and gained nothing.
we learned nothing, gained nothing, but I guess we have a way out if we need to. Kind of like
You
Holds
have
up the
contact
card.
information, which you could
Yeah.
use very easily to sell this information to the Corner Store Coalition and use
Sure,
their
but that
resources.
doesn't really help us on the case.
Well, see, here's the thing. You have enough information that you could just turn over what you have, and the Corner Store would pick it up from there, and you guys would be able to just wash your hands of this.
I think the best. Okay. All right. I don't want to say we should split the party, but I feel like there's 3 ways. There's a 3-way way we could do this, or maybe even 2. I don't know. I think we can probably try and get admin to admit that they fucked up by, holding over the head of the fact that, we can speak to the Corner Store Coalition, right?
You
Can I just say something on that?
What?
I know I'm the admin here and all of that, but I was thinking about when fucking normal man said it. I think what I want is I want fucking Rusty to eat crow for this.
And I think we might be able to do that because, in the end, that could be in our stipulation, right? Like, does admin want admin lying to itself if something bad goes wrong?
Well, not from what Rusty said. Admin wants trust.
Exactly. So if it can't even trust itself, then
How in the hell you're going to trust somebody else?
yeah. So I think maybe if we, try and spin
I
this
don't think
as
admin cares about trusting people. I think admin cares
Admin
that
cares
people
about
trust
being
them.
trusted.
Yeah.
But
Whether or not they
Admin-
should be.
admin would care if it seemed like their biggest rival knew that one of their member was trying to
cover up.
cover up a whole bunch of deceit and deception to a whole bunch of groups that admin depends on the trust of. I'm not saying I want to blackmail my gang.
Kind of sounds
It
like
doesn't
you're
even
saying
really-
that, but
No, I just want to blackmail one person in it.
I honestly, I'm fine with blackmailing admin.
Well, that's because they're not your family.
Yeah, fair enough. But also, like, I wouldn't even see it as blackmail because you're just trying to get them to tell the truth.
Exactly. It's not blackmail. It's just gray mail.
white man?
Extortion.
It's a little bit of extortion.
It's not extortion if it's just one person.
Yeah.
I don't think it works. Okay.
But on my side, I also imagine that we can get admin to fork over a little cash for, causing a war between, the greasers and the mall rats. To kind of like nudge.
Causing and then ending a war between the Gracious and the Laura.
Yeah, kind of nudge Skeeter a little bit. Maybe we can get them to give our respective fellas a couple dosh couple of Josh.
And, well, Caesar, what do you want?
Well, I'm pretty happy that the pillar's not actually going to fall down. I think it's already a mess that the war's been started, and I'm happy to end it as soon as possible. I just don't like getting played, and I would like to see Rusty get his comeuppance for that.
Well,
What's the plan, Hex?
we could make him we could make Rusty a pariah on both sides by framing it that Rusty did start that trade, right? So wouldn't
Start what
Cornerstone
trade? Oh,
Coalition-
start the yeah.
yeah, wouldn't the Cornerstone Coalition also want to, I guess, track down the other pieces of the Cornerstone Coalition who helped them, but also Rusty himself? And then if Audit doesn't, not Audit, if Admin doesn't like the fact that they had people lying to them within, their own internal structure, then
I don't know that they care about that.
Yeah, I think it's more about that they don't want other people to think that Admin is a liar.
Well, yeah, but I imagine coming up with this information will it. Yeah, sure, you're probably right, but also they probably won't be like no, they probably will be pretty performative.
I'm gonna check on the coin and make sure that this conversation's not being monitored by someone we're not aware of. Basically, anyone but us, or I'm imagining Bucket is still here.
Magpie just assumes that it is.
Bucket is still here, but you don't hear... going through your coin, you don't find anyone else listening in.
Okay.
Besides the people here.
Here's the thing. The big issue, and honestly, this almost feels like something Skeeter could help with on account of him having the biggest hands. Or the biggest net. Rusty is slippery like a clown and can look like anyone and be anywhere, and is very, very hard to stop because any technology or anything he can just sort of dissolve, and probably people too. So how do we get our hands on him?
I don't know if we really need to worry that much about it, right? Because wouldn't it just be if we, do the right things, it'll be someone else's problem?
How likely is that, Sam?
Well, you can make it someone else's problem, for sure. You guys have technically done everything you need to complete an investigation outside of getting direct incriminating evidence on Rusty.
We do have two.
Oh, right. We have to still
We
do
do
that.
have two.
They have our word on it. We have like 3 eyewitness accounts of this guy killing someone.
So you have...
We have two cogs.
You have 2 cogs confirming it, and technically speaking, you guys didn't witness Rusty doing
Yeah,
it. It would
only
be
I did.
sorry, I'm talking about like Hex and Skeeter. You guys would be admissible only as hearsay, which isn't really valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Caesar, can you ask your coin if there was anyone else watching the room last night? Well,
I will ask the coin if anyone else was watching the room last night.
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe we can figure out who was watching the room last night.
I'm going to ask and clear up if it was... I can remember Watts, but I can never remember the other one's name.
Cool.
Coulomb.
Yeah,
It was not.
interesting. I'm going to ask... I'm just going to go through names we know. I'm going to ask if it was Brisket.
It was Brisket.
Okay.
So we
Interesting.
are about to happen to fucking find Brisket.
Well, actually, this time we want an amicable conversation with Brisket because that could just be directly beneficial to us.
You guys don't need to go out of your way to find Brisket. He's working the breakfast stand again.
You will need to go out of our way or won't?
You won't. He's doing
Okay.
breakfast for the hotel again.
Wait. So okay. So we would like. I'd like to be able to have some pretty concrete evidence on Rusty, doing all this. What is
Yeah.
our best way of getting that?
From
Well-
Brisket, because if we have 3 cogs that could confirm that Rusty was here last night doing that, and that he confessed to me last night, then
I'm gonna ask if Brisket can get surveillance on everyone that eats his food.
No.
Okay. I got the idea that his power did something. Just wanted to check.
Hey, that's fair.
The thought.
I think that if we ask Brisket, he might be able to give us that third person that we need to confirm the confession and the whole conversation that I had with Rusty last night.
He's gonna want something.
He already has immunity.
Yeah, but still.
Do you guys bring that up to Brisket? And if so, how do you do it?
Well, I'm not against the idea of at least talking to him. I think he hates me the least, so do we want me to chat with him?
I think he hates Skeeter the least. No, Skeeter parked on his car.
Yeah, Skeeter
tried to swing at him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sam, would I be right that he hates me the least? Because I feel like our interactions have been mostly positive.
It's a reasonable presumption.
You can ask the coin. Ask the coin.
I guess I'll ask the coin.
Does he hate you the least?
Of this group.
Of the group? No.
Interesting.
If you configure the questions, he hates Bucket the least. But then if you can do the audit group, he hates Hex.
Yeah,
the least.
I was thinking the audit group, like mentally.
He hates Hex the least.
Interesting.
Hex shrugs.
Go get him, cowboy.
But yeah, what is he gonna want though? Right? Like, what's?
That's for him to tell us.
Presumably wants immunity from the corner store since he already has it from admin.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? No, that's doable. I'll be honest. I don't know about you guys, but I don't particularly care about this Brisket that much. I kind of just want to punch Rusty in the dick.
He's sort of just a middleman. I mean, maybe he'll tell us some more information, but
he kind of just had a job and was paid to do a job, right?
Yeah.
I guess. That's not actually a good enough excuse.
that's what we're doing.
Remember, the
but
airtight excuse is I was just following orders. No one can argue with that.
But I mean, to be fair, also, he didn't actually do anything, right? Like, nothing that Brisket did was actually going to hurt anyone. Or, hurt lots of people, at least. I mean, he did break the law, which should be punished, but... I mean, we did kind of punish him by the fact he has no friends that aren't in jail now.
I don't know. I feel like he was very much, still. I don't know. There's something to say about infrastructure.
Yeah. You want to go?
I don't want to say it though because I don't know how to.
Go deal with him, then. Say it to his face.
Okay, I guess.
You should reconfigure him to charm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have huge robot tits.
I know that they're part of your body, but I'm imagining it's just like, instead of a face on the screen, it's just huge tits.
They whip out the anime eyes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, so do we even know where Brisket is?
Hey, he's at the breakfast stand.
He's working breakfast right now. You see him bringing out a tray of corn muffins.
Okay.
Cornbread. That's it.
Okay. So Hex is gonna be like, okay, so what's the angle like right here? Hey, we don't really care about you anymore. We kind of care about your boss. Is that what we're going for?
Well, one of his bosses. He's got like 5 different bosses.
Wait, how do we even know that? Okay. I guess here's the thing. We want
to figure out what he saw last night. That's our first priority.
Is he even going to?
Use your fat tits.
I resent you for saying that. I'm just gonna go try and talk to Brisket.
All right, how do you open? What's your open?
God, what is the? Why do you put me in this situation, Jay? It's all your fault.
It's Shark the party, and he likes you.
Um,
No. Hates the least.
hates the least. See,
That doesn't mean likes.
I'm going to. Shit. Okay. Do I have? No, I can't. I don't have anything of Briskets, right? I can't say hey, you got X, Y, Z. How do I even start talking to a random person that I don't even need to get anything from?
You do need to get something
Hi.
from them.
You say hi.
I say hi.
Say hi and
Love
you
Brisket.
sidle up next to them with your big honking tits.
I go up to Brisket. I say, hey, hey, Brisket. Hello. Hi.
He stops and, you can tell he glances down, looks really confused and concerned, and then immediately fixes his gaze on your monitor.
Which also has tits on it.
He just looks at the cornbread, going, "Hey, robot, how can I help you?"
So a little birdie told me that, there was a possibility you were, listening in on what we were doing last night.
I watched
In our
your
room.
room on the surveillance cameras because there were mercenaries breaking into your room. Oh, by the way, I bought this place.
Oh, it's yours now?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. Glad to see you're moving up in the world, I guess.
Yeah, after I worked the first breakfast shift, I realized I like this place. Anyway.
How much wait, okay, sorry, completely unrelated. How much did it cost?
Quite a bit.
Am I allowed to ask that?
I don't want to disclose it because I am technically still in finalizing the negotiations, but quite a bit, yeah.
Well, I'm legitimately actually happy for you. I am glad that you, as long as you're happy doing it.
Your life of crime.
Yeah. Probably gonna
So,
wind up being hands off for a bit after a while, but it's how it is. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
What did you want exactly?
Oh,
yeah, I could give you the surveillance tapes copy if you need it for like a police report or something. But besides that, I didn't
and the
really
surveillance-
hear anything.
Yeah, the surveillance for the most part is on the outside of the room, correct? We don't actually have any internal surveillance.
Correct.
That'd be weird.
I
I
don't
figured.
make a habit of watching people on their private time.
No, I'm going to ask. I'm going to try and see if what he's saying is true.
Make an empathy check, or no, make a scrutiny check.
Scrutiny. I am only mediocre at both. Let me see.
Would you like to move your tits to your camera?
I don't think.
Somebody put that in fucking quotes.
I don't think
I got it.
Hex would happen. No, you know what? No, Hex would begin thinking, "Oh, I should probably scrutinize this guy a little bit more," and would begin doing that.
All right, you glow
So,
bright
you see
blue as your tits deflate and your camera eye widens.
Yeah.
You see Brisket's eyes also widen in fear. Like he's leaning back, slightly, like, "You good?"
Hex leads a little bit forward as the camera gets bigger and is looking at Brisket.
Hey, he is not lying to you.
Okay. Now
The only thing he
turned
might
on.
be lying about is the reason why he bought this place.
Damn, I want to ask more about light one. Wait, so does he seem unhappy being the buying it?
I'm not unhappy buying it, but like no emotional attachment at all.
Oh, damn.
Oh, maybe a little.
Okay,
He
so
does
while
seem
my
happy to
eyes
actually
are
be working a kitchen.
okay, so while my eyes are super big, I'm gonna ask. Shit, what was I gonna ask?
Why he bought this place?
No, I guess why. No, I'm gonna say. No, yeah, I mean, as long as you're, yeah, as long as you think it's a good investment, it'll probably, at least return you some sort of dividends, right?
Oh, it's already paying off, yeah.
So any cool future plans you got for this, for the hotel?
Oh, I'm just taking it one day at a time, really.
That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna back to tits time.
He's like, what? Are you okay? What is going on
Just
here?
how she breathed.
What? No, sorry. I being able to have such fine control over machines does that to you sometimes,
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go get more cornbread. Do you need anything?
Oh, I need you. Have a nice day. I'm good. Goodbye.
I need you.
To have a nice
Hex.
day. He's gonna like speed
away.
walk back to the kitchen and just go. You just hear him muttering.
Well, Hex just kind of comes back, says, "Well, could have gone better, but I don't think
I
we
would
had anything
like-
on us."
I would like to re-ask the questions about who he hates the least to see if it's changed.
Still Bucket. It is now you, Caesar, who he hates the least.
Perfect.
Now does Caesar tell Hex that?
No.
That would kill Hex. It would make Hex lose base will.
Um,
Man just had the worst day of his life.
well, listen. He owns the hotel now. That's what I found out, and I also found out that I guess like we could look at the surveillance camera footage.
Probably want
Other
to
than
grab
that-
the whole thing. Didn't you say he'd been here a while?
Maybe we can see Rusty come inside. Yeah.
Could you just so we can check, like last time, could you figure out where he came in with the magpie?
I would have to know when he came in, and he didn't tell me when.
Or, yeah, sorry, figure out when he came in with the magpie.
I mean, it would take several hours of me just standing there.
So what? One thing Hex can do is roll security systems to, just find an access point and then just download the security footage from when you guys came in to after you guys left.
Sure, whatever.
Actually, I'm going to ask if Rusty's entrance to the room appeared on the security footage.
It did not.
I'm going to ask if Rusty entered through the vent.
He did not.
I'm going to ask if Rusty entered through the door.
He did.
I'm going to ask if Bucket had surveillance on the
Like-
conversation outside of the security cameras.
Do you mean Brisket?
Yes, sorry, did I say Bucket?
You did.
Yes.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Was Bucket awake when he got shot in the head?
He was not. It was a very confusing first bit of the morning for him.
Hey, Bucket, how's it going?
You see him just duct taping 3 more beaks onto his mask. He goes, huh? It's going great.
Okay. Great to hear.
Bucket, do you know who we are?
Hold on. Hold on. He gets a metal rod, inserts it into the bullet hole in his mask, whisks around a little bit. Pagmai!
No. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, did you just give yourself a lobotomy?
No, technically no.
Okay.
Technically the opposite, I think. You know, sometimes when the
He's
brain's
sick.
in pieces, you just gotta whisk it a little bit to get all the pieces touching right.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna-
the most horrifying thing someone's ever said to me being that chipper.
Oh, you just haven't met the right clowns.
That's true, I haven't, and I would prefer to keep it that way based off your review.
Okay. So what exactly are we gonna do from here? We should probably figure out how to get some sort of information on, what's his face?
I will ask
Rusty.
if I will. Sorry for cutting you off there.
No worries.
Okay.
That was
I want to ask if Rusty entered the room disguised as one of us.
No.
Yeah, he said.
I'm going to ask if he entered invisible.
Yes.
I would also like to figure out what I am on the hook for from Rusty now, but he also did say it would be fine with admin, so.
Okay. So Rusty probably didn't have a proper base of operations, right? Oh, we also did. Do I have footage of him shooting a rocket at us?
From your personal thing, you don't have a great angle on it, but yes. By the same token, Greaser's getting car-based shootouts all the time. You guys did it your first session. That's not.
He's not a
Yeah.
greaser.
Well, see, here's the thing.
He was.
Yeah, he still has greaser ties, which could complicate things.
Skeeter.
Magpie is not the norm. Usually, admin talents from other groups do maintain some connection to the group they're coming from.
So,
Skeeter.
just mechanically, normally, would a admin talent be able to buy from their former gang?
No, but they'd still have people they're on good terms with, and they would still observe some of the practices.
Skeeter,
Yeah, what's up?
do you have any contacts with the greasers that you think might be able to give us some more information about Rusty? Maybe before he joined admin, or someone he's still close with, even in admin?
I
Do
stroke
you know
my
someone in admin that knows Rusty?
I stroke my chin thoughtfully. DM, do I know any kind of that information?
The only... So, Skeer's not really big on the whole having friends thing. But, your old pit boss, the one who used to organize your fights, the guy you talked to when you got your
Yeah,
letter.
the one who put me on the stupid job in the first place?
Yeah. He
Oh,
might know
fantastic.
some people, but you'd be hard pressed to call him a friend, really.
I kind of sigh and I say, well, I don't know if I call him a friend, but I know someone who might have known about his whereabouts before now.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe.
No, I'm gonna have to
maybe
talk to him though, because he hates my guts.
I can't imagine why anyone would hate your guts, Skeeter.
I'm just gonna look over at Magpie.
She's completely deadpan.
I'm certain your guts are completely out of it, Peter.
Thank you. I guess.
Alright, do you give him a call, Skeeter? Do you give him
Oh,
a call
what's
right
it?
now?
Do I have a phone?
Better, you have Hex.
I thought I was gonna drive over.
That'd probably take too long.
I
We
guess
have
I'll
a
use,
living phone.
I guess I'll use the Hex phone if it's available. Hex is the Hex phone available?
Hex puts up her like thumb and her pinky up to your ear.
Bring, 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 bring.
I like to think that the ringtone is just Hex saying ring, 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 ring.
It absolutely
Ring.
is. It
Ring,
rings for an
ring.
uncomfortably long amount of time before the guy picks up screaming, "If this is about my fucking extended warranty one more time!"
Oh
Hey, Mo.
shit! Sorry, yeah, I was doing that.
I hit him with a hey boss, what's up?
Who the fuck? Skeeter.
Yeah, I'm still alive, you motherfucker.
Bet you fucking are. Wouldn't be out of my hair that fucking easy. You learn your
Yeah,
fucking lesson that get beating some sense into you over there?
No, I'm actually having a great time. I met all these cool friends. This is actually the greatest thing that's ever happened. I don't care. I just need to I need to ask you a favor. Why N?
You're asking me for a fucking favor. Well, first things first, I'm glad you're having a great time. I really worry about your lack of socialization and your inadherence to social norms. I'm glad you're having a good time. You deserve a break. Second, yeah, what's up?
You can't speak to me like that. I'm an admin now. I'm like 3 levels operating above you.
You're an auditor, you dumb piece of shit. You're not a real admin.
Whatever,
He's
man.
an honorary admin.
Whatever
right
you're doing.
You stay out of this, clown.
now. Don't call me that, or I will have you written up by admin, and I will get you put in jail.
All right, stay out of this, magpie.
Magpie's on Max's other arm.
Yeah. So, Magpie was just talking under her breath, but when he calls her clown, she grabs Hex's other hand and holds it up to her ear.
I'm just gonna remove Magpie from the Hex phone too.
All right. Anyway, we got a favor we gotta ask of you.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Magpie, get over here.
I will put Magpie
She goes
back
around to the other side.
Hey, what was the favor we want to ask?
You're asking for any information on Rusty.
Right. We're looking for you remember do you remember a Rusty? Who used to run the greasers?
Buddy, that's like asking if I know John Smith. Rusty is the most common intro name. It's what you give people who don't want to give their real name.
Okay. Okay, but what about a Rusty that looks like? Do we have any
Describe his power.
He doesn't turn things to rust. I was paying attention.
He's got rust
Changes his
illusions.
face. Which I guess means it would be very hard for you to figure out if you've seen him before or not. Now that I'm saying
Tell
it
you
out
what.
loud.
I'm going to make a very difficult streetwise check to see if he remembers.
Could we just fax him an image of Rusty from the recordings that Hex has?
He did pick me up.
So, you can fax him an image, and he's going to go, "Buddy, this ain't his real face. You can see the metal.
Huh?
That fabric on his face isn't even fabric. That's just rust."
If I scrutinize the photo, does it show up as rust?
You cannot, you have no idea how the fuck this guy is telling me. There's no tells.
What are you talking about?
Wait, how do you know? How can you tell?
Look,
You got rust vision or something?
buddy, my blood's 60% rust. I clean these fucking buckets day in, day out. I know rust.
But do you know Rusty? Finger guns.
One.
Look, the power sounds familiar.
He might still be active. In
If you have
greater areas.
any other piece of information to help me narrow it down, we're a large fucking gang.
We could
He's
tell
an
him that.
admin now.
He was a black thumb.
All right, there you go. That gives me enough to make a streetwise check. Give me 1 second. All right. Punching in my phone.
Jesus?
Okay. So,
Sorry, are you using a dice roller on your phone?
yes. Okay, he's going to pause and go, that actually does sound familiar. Why does it sound familiar? Oh, shit, Reginald.
What?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. There was a, fuck. Yeah, back when the pit first started, there was this real fucking smart aleck. Reginald von Schmidt II.
What?
No way that was his name. Are you kidding
No
me?
way. No way that it's him.
I did say the second, but,
I know you said the second. That's his dad.
yeah, dude disappeared off the face of the earth a little bit before, I want to say 3 or 4 months before the Crimsons. No one ever knew what happened to him.
And he had that rest power?
Well, he, it wasn't illusions per se, it was, he just controlled rust and he would mix in pigments to mess with people's perception. Like, back when I met him, he couldn't do much more than match the color of the wall behind him, you know? But, hey, if he had a year and a half to practice...
Well, shit. Yeah, that's great.
Anything else you know about the guy?
He was a good kid. Yeah, just always wanted to help out. Pretty smart, but
Okay.
usually his ego got the better of him. But I don't know.
Was he close with anyone in specific?
Well, he was a runner between the gangs, so he talked to a lot of people. He made a lot of connections.
Any friends that you can think of? People that might know more about him now?
There was this one cook he used to know.
Motherfucker.
God,
Pathetic buttons.
he doesn't get anything for the streetwise check. He doesn't remember the cook's name.
Brisket? Brisket sound familiar?
Was it Bridget?
No, that
He-
wasn't it.
Oh.
I think he just started going by brisket.
Yeah. Was it
Anyway,
Bridget?
we know these two go way back, apparently.
Does that mean you have to ask him again? Sorry, I kind of took over your call there. Skeeter.
No, it's fine. I didn't have anything important to say.
Pat Skeeter on the back.
I mean, Skeeter, you are the one most adjacent to his whole.
And
Right,
Skeeter,
but like,
before you fucking hang up on me, guys, I know you want to do. Are you hanging in there?
What?
Okay.
all right, wait. I need to do a sense mode. Does this guy actually give a shit about me?
Roll empathy.
All right. Empathy, empathy, empathy.
Gain
Because
one.
I'm curious, can I also roll empathy?
Yes. Skeeter gained 1 bonus dice because you and this guy go way back.
Okay. Nothing.
He's
So of course
fucking
I think
making
this
fun
guy-
of you or something.
I got 2 5s.
The dude does care. He just has no fucking idea how to show it.
Okay.
So Caesar picks up on that. Skeeter, you think he's just being the same old asshole?
Okay, then I audibly roll my eyes and then hang up.
How would you do that with your mouth?
I don't know. I roll my eyes so hard that it's making noise, and then
It's
I hang
odd.
up.
It scrapes a little. His eyes are a little bit rusty.
As soon as you roll, you hear him. I fucking heard you roll that. Hang up.
That's a good friend you got there. You should make sure you keep him.
Oh, that guy's a prick.
No, I think he just doesn't really know how to establish a connection.
I've had to deal with him for like years now. He's a prick.
Look, when you deal with the same people for a long time, you somehow lose how to read them.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from me, reading people's a bum trick.
Alright, whatever, dude.
Okay. So to update on things you have, the business card Rusty left you guys. Or as you now suspect, his name is Reginald von Schmidt II.
Yes.
You just not look down at it.
So it's instructions on how to meet him. He's going to be at the carnival.
Don't
Weirdly
like that.
enough, he's guaranteed you safe passage.
God, wouldn't it be insane if that was also where the offices of the normal man are?
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, I guess that's also that's also when Hex would say, "Oh yeah, right." So I did some quick maths, and there are 3 possible locations where we went to speak to that normal dude, and and one of them was by the circus. So
I'm not too concerned about finding the location. I think they'll be pretty annoyed if we do that, and I don't really need the corner store on Mateo. Again,
that's true, but that's fair enough. But also nice to know in case
it is nice to know, but like, keep it to yourself until you need it, so that way we're not all in a problem, I guess.
Hex is gonna look left and look right. Is anyone listening to us?
Not as far as you're aware right now.
What are we gonna?
What
I mean, what's our what do we accomplish here?
Okay,
talking to
so
them?
do we have any solid evidence against Rusty?
Tell you
Really?
what, you guys do have access to the admin subnet. You could do a search for Reginald von Schmidt II. See if that name.
That's a good idea. I do have security clearance.
All right. You do a search. We'll combine your security clearance. If Hex could make me a research check real fast.
Sure. Can I prepare
should.
for it?
Can you what?
Can I prepare for it? Can
Sure,
I
absolutely.
reconfigure?
Yeah, that's
So
totally
5 hard dice.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. So, the name on a general search doesn't turn up anything. But, as, Hex goes through the staffing list at lightning speed, you see pages just flashing all over the place. You do find his name in one place. It's a subcommittee where he is listed as Head of Internal Affairs. Which would mean he's in charge of the audit groups.
Oh my god.
Well, we knew that. Like, we knew that he sent us out there, right? We knew that he sent us as the audit group, right?
Not really.
Not
We
really.
knew that he was causing an audit group. We didn't know he was the one who, put them together.
He may not... Well, technically speaking, Newsflash is the one who put you guys
Yeah.
together.
Can I just say something? And I just want, if any of y'all call me a clown for my sort of visualization of the narrative, I'll be really upset. But it would sort of be a beautiful beautiful moment of narrative justice if the audit group that he created ends up being the audit group at his downfall.
That would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Well, newsflash kind of made us. Don't know
Yeah,
how
he
much
probably-
of a hand he had in that, but maybe.
Oh my god! We could have asked. We could have asked that completely normal guy about like who could have printed power that powerful, right? Throw up newsflash, the tip newsflash, right?
Mhm.
We could call him.
No, I think we already had an idea of that. Just as long as he had the order put in and didn't really have intent to cancel it.
Anyways, right. So, what are we gonna talk to this guy about? Even, like, if we meet with him, right? Does he even want to talk? Is he just gonna murk us?
Doesn't seem the type to murk us. That'd look real bad if a
Yeah.
group went in and got killed.
So,
If he wanted to murk us,
like,
he would have murked us.
yeah, he would have just if he was going to kill you, granted, maybe he wanted to do it somewhere more subtle, but the dude was invisible in your room for hours.
Yeah.
He could have just left a bomb.
Yeah, or he could have just like killed us while we were like walking down the sidewalk, or any other time that we were like even slightly alone. I think that he's not going to kill us. I think we're safe around him right now. Even if he thinks that we're going against him, I don't think he will kill us right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were using no chip Secura wrong. I just forget the correct word. Sorry, that was just a completely random thought that popped into my head that just came out before I really thought about it.
No worries. The important part is we all understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So we probably don't have enough time to do the carnival scene. But any final things you guys want to take care of? Or
So really, is there any... I really want an answer to the question, do we have any solid evidence we can pit against Rusty?
Not right now, no.
Even minor stuff.
We have 2 of 3 cogs needed.
for the shooting,
Yeah.
We also do have an eyewitness and his rust.
Well, so here's
We
the thing.
have
Brisket
his
will
rust,
be-
and we also have Reginald. We have his name.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that about Brisket?
Brisket will not testify against Rusty. You know that much.
I'm well aware of that, but the eyewitness is Magpie.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, so here's the thing. When you do a search for Reginald von Schmidt, his power is not listed as... It has nothing to do with rust. His power is actually listed as ferrous decay, which is, as far as Adden is concerned, he has no illusions. He just breaks down metal.
But we could have Skeeter's boss testify, theoretically.
Yeah, if you can confirm Rusty is Reginald von Schmidt the second.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're not within. I'm gonna ask if Rusty's shirt is red.
Inconclusive result.
I'm assuming that means he is out of range.
He is not in range right now.
That's really just what I was checking.
Okay. Well, I guess we head to the carnival.
The Dark Carnival.
As well, maybe it's a good idea. Seems like a good idea.
Okay, so we don't have enough time to do the carnival scene, I think, so we'll push that off to
Yeah,
next week.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Let's do experience. First things first. Everyone gets one for showing up. Thank you guys.
Well,
Second, who stayed in character best this week?
Magpie.
I agree with Magpie.
Okay, I'll take it.
And I have enough points to buy another dice of my heavy armor.
David could have tied it, but yeah. Second, who had the funniest bit tonight?
Hex's robot titties.
Yeah, that was really
Robo
funny.
titties all the way.
All right, Hex gets that experience point. And who was most useful this session?
I actually think Skeeter was, because I feel like the information about
Yeah, learning his name is a big deal. I agree with that.
like that's shit that like we never would have gotten without Skeeter just calling his boss.
I will happily take credit for me starting a phone call and dipping out of it immediately. 100%. I did this.
Me! I did this!
You made this? I made this.
I made this. Alright. Any final thoughts, concerns, questions?
I'm looking forward to going and meeting the guy and immediately asking if his name is Reginald.
Okay, so what's this Reginald deal? Who is he?
So Reginald is a character in the other two games. He's an NPC in a different district in the flooded district.
Mhm.
There's a Reginald von Schmidt III that we all know.
The fourth.
Who the fourth? Wait, I thought it was the third.
I thought it was the fourth, but I could be wrong.
No, you can't. You're the DM. Anyway,
I thought it was the
anyway,
Whatever.
He is a guy who makes magic glow sticks and is usually high on drugs. We took ours to get therapy, and it was a good, happy, fun time. We didn't get shot at by oh wait, no, we got shot at by cowboys, but it's okay. We made
We
friends with
accidentally
the
nearly got
cowboys.
ours.
Process.
We nearly got ours killed, and then we left him on a boat.
Hey, it's okay. We're doing worse. After we got him therapy, we dropped him in Hive to infiltrate.
So yeah, both games Reginalds are now in the Hive, doing infiltration for the Hive. Because Mutant Squad's Reginald is working with the Butcher, and soon Hub Squad's Reginald is also going to be working with the Butcher. It's funny how timelines converge.
They really did converge once. We had a crossover. It was
Da, da, da,
fun,
da,
but
da.
boy, that scheduling. Oof.
I thought I enjoyed it. That was fun.
It was fun. But boy, that
It was also
scheduling.
fun.
That was 8 sessions in 12 months. No. 12. How long was it? 12 weeks. 8 sessions. No, I think it was less than that.
It was like
It
it
was-
was like 8 sessions that year, tops.
Yeah,
Was
it was
it?
8 sessions in 12 months. Yeah.
It was a long time that we did not have a whole lot of sessions.
It was bad because that was also 2020.
No, it was 12 sessions in 8 months. There we go.
There we go.
Yes.
It was.
Had the numbers backwards.
That was our 2020, so that was the time we all had the most time free too. It was the only time we could have done it.
I thought that was 19. When I don't know. We can confirm this. We're gonna search for the on this server. Go by old. Yeah, you were right. That was 2020.
Anyway, yeah, Reginalds are chaotic creatures, man.
They're great.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed because I
Good night.
have work in the morning and I'm fucking swarpy.
Tell your students I said hi.
Alright.
So,
Good night,
I'm
everyone.
gonna tell my students to go fuck themselves.